If you're into fishing jerkbaits and spinnerbaits, you're ready to start catching a few more fish, and you don't mind some out-of-the-box thinking, this is going to be the video for you. Today I'm going to be sharing some very simple tricks that you can use on your very next outing. They're going to be easy for you to master, and I guarantee you're going to put more fish in the boat by using these techniques. So let's get into the video right now. If you're a lazy fisherman like I am, and you're out here some days and you just don't feel like changing baits 25 times a day, this is really going to be interesting for you. Let's go. Okay, we'll start talking about the jerkbait. And what we're going to do is we're simply going to change the retrieve. And remember, we talked about using a jerkbait and thinking of it just like it was a crankbait. And what we want to do with this different retrieve is give the fish a little something different to look at. So generally, the fish that are seeing jerkbaits and jerkbait profiles, they're seeing it twitched and stopped and twitched and stopped and twitched and stopped. We're not going to change the bait, we're going to change the cadence, and what these fish are going to see is a little different profile with a little different retrieve. So the standard jerkbait retrieve, where we're just throwing it out, twitching and pausing, twitching and pausing, we're going to keep that in our repertoire. But what we're going to add to it is every third or fourth cast, we're going to throw it out, we're going to act like it was a crankbait. You're just simply going to start reeling 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 turns of the reel handle and stop it. Now the starting and stopping is still very important, and every day it's going to be a little different on how fast you retrieve the bait, how far you retrieve the bait and stop it, and how long you wait in the pauses, just like it would be on any given day where you're fishing any fast moving bait. But what we'll do, again, we'll throw it out. It may be 3 or 4 cranks of the reel handle before you stop it. It may be 7 or 8 cranks of the reel handle before you stop it. But that's just a subtle difference. Here's another simple advantage of using this bait in that manner. You're able to, number one, you're able to cover a lot more water, and if you are fishing a body of water like the California Delta that has stripers, or if in your body of water you have some type of striper hybrid that reacts to a faster moving bait, you can simply throw this out and really burn it back to the boat and stop it. Burn it and stop it. And you'll find that this is a very good technique for catching those stripers and striper hybrids. So that's the simple trick that I want you to think about next time you're out when you're fishing a jerkbait. We're going to get into a spinnerbait right now. Okay, let's talk about the spinnerbait. And what we're going to do with the spinnerbait is we're going to treat this spinnerbait just like it was a jerkbait. So instead of the casting out and slow rolling it back to the boat or yo-yoing it back to the boat, what we're going to do is we're going to make that cast. We'll let the bait drop to its desired depth, and then what we're going to do is pop it. And I really like to put my fingers up on the top of the rod when I'm popping it to really get that pop, because what I'm looking for is to pop this bait up, I'll say 2 to 6 inches, and have it come up to the top of the pop and stop. What will happen is the skirt will billow out, and as it gets to the top, the skirt billows out and then it drops. And when these drop, they have a very erratic retrieve. And it's something that, again, the fish don't see. That stopping, starting, and erratic drop is what triggers the bass in a lot of situations. So we're reeling it in, pop it, reel it down, follow it down, pop it, all the way back to the boat. And one of the things that you'll find is, whether you're using that retrieve or the retrieve we talked about when we were talking about the jerkbaits, sometimes you're going to find these oddball little retrieves that you normally don't try, and you'll see that on certain days that's the only thing these fish want, especially when the fish are being finicky. You really want to make sure to mix up your cadences and think out of the box. I hope this helps you guys catch a few more fish. If you like these tips, make sure you hit the like button. I'll keep doing these kind of shorter videos just to give you guys some ideas and thoughts that you can use. And again, these are very simple tips to master, and they're not going to cost you a nickel. You can come out here on your very next trip and give them a try. If they don't work for you, you haven't lost a nickel or a dime. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And basically, I'm going to go out here and try to catch some fish. So until the next video, we'll see you guys on the water.